What's going on, Aquarius? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for February 2023. So in this reading, Aquarius, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and much more regarding February 2023. But before we begin this reading, Aquarius, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we move through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Aquarius, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. That would also be greatly appreciated over here, Aquarius. So without further ado, I am going to pull the energy, and we'll see what wants to come through for you for the month of February 2023. Happy birthday, by the way, to a lot of you. Sun signs. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's lay out these cards and see what we got. Okay, very, I would say pretty good energy overall for you, Aquarius, for February, but let's start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe. What energy do you need more of? Messages. The first energy that you have is the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles here. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally, and Spirit has your back. It's interesting, because as I was tuning in, I felt like there was going to be a lot of behind-the-scenes action for you in February. What this means is, like, some of you are like, I'm getting the feeling of almost like fed up with Earth. Some of you are like, I get it. Earth is like one of the most amazing places to be incarnated into this body. But a lot of you have been feeling fed up with just the whole experience lately. And what I'm getting from this is there's almost going to be some sort of like, you can take this as it resonates with you, but a sacred surgery on your aura or on your energetic field. So expect miracles. Spirit is certainly working behind the scenes, like a lot. You have a lot of spiritual support, like angelic, interdimensional, however you communicate with subtle energy. What I'm getting in February is there's a lot of things happening that are out of your control, okay? And it's good. It's like a blessing. It's positive. Maybe it's a birthday gift. Now, you also have the Miriam for February, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So I am sensing in your energy something recently could have happened, or something may happen in early February between you and someone very close to you, that you're being called to forgive something here, Aquarius. I do feel for a lot of you this was a love situation that you just weren't on the same page with someone at all recently, or even could be happening in early February. And what I'm getting from Spirit is you really don't want to take it personally, or there's something about not creating more baggage within yourself. And that's something that I actually see you fighting with. You're fighting with yourself in February a little bit of like, how do I move forward out of this love situation while honoring myself, but without creating more karma? Because some of you could have been angry Some of you recently, someone did something to you, or even in February in a love situation, someone does something that just rubs you really the wrong way, to generalize it. And I'm getting that you want to make sure that as you move forward, you don't let that get trapped in your aura, and you don't create a situation where you manifest that again, right? Because if we don't forgive something, many times we need to forgive other people, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve it. Because when you harbor some sort of grievance, or you, Aquarius, walk around this person, you know, there's something about you channeling energy productively rather than negatively, okay? And some of you may be feeling confused as to do that, but it's okay that you're feeling confused to do that, is what I'm getting, because you have expect miracles. There's something about this whole process. Now you have the white eagle ancestor spirit connect to your lineage here in February. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So many of you could be dealing with family drama. Many of you are dealing with family drama recently. And I would just say choose to forgive, because a lot of you also in love, I'm getting some of you could be dealing with daddy issues or mommy issues. Many of you are familiar with the Oedipus complex. Our primary relationship with like the opposite gender parent often mirrors in our adult life with our adult relationships. And what I'm getting from that, I don't want to dive in too deep for it for whatever reason, but I'm getting there's something you want to look at if you're a girl with your father, if there's something you want to look at with your mother, if you're more masculine. Gender doesn't matter, but there's something you want to look at with something that recently happened in a dating or a love experience, and how that is related to your primary caregiver, because it is, or even someone who adopted you, because I'm telling you, it is. Now, the good news is that, well, okay, we haven't even gotten to the cards. I'm just getting started. Okay, with that being said, I deserve a sip. Okay. So now your opportunity, let's get into the tarot. Your opportunity, Aquarius, for February is the King of Pentacles. I do have this feeling of you getting a jump on your work, okay? Some of you are going to be getting a jump off your work, getting promoted, moving departments, or even starting a side business, or really getting go with that. There is something about anger, or there's something about something recently didn't go your way, but it's just... It's here for a better opportunity for you, because I really see that, like, with whatever challenge that you've recently gone through, Aquarius, somehow in dating or family drama or whatever, or not being able to heal an emotion, something, this is going to lead to wealth for you. Okay, so now you also have the King of Pentacles. We're going to have to clarify, but I am getting that some of you are going to be connecting to someone new in love. I am getting that something... so no matter what, this could be an earth sign coming in. Some of you may choose to forgive someone and move forward with someone if they already have their stuff together. They're kind of a King of Pentacles figure, very wealthy or very physically attractive, or an earth sign. But some of you, there's a new person coming in love, but we're gonna have to see, because I don't know if you're ready for it, to be honest with you. We'll see though. Your challenge is the Sun, and what I'm getting from this is there's just a lot of lack of clarity in your life at the moment. Your biggest challenge for February is it feels like everything is going up here. It just feels like what I'm tapping into the energy. It just feels like everything's up here, and you may not really know what's going to make you happy, or you may think you know what's going to make you happy. We're going to have to clarify or for some of you, this is definitely about a career choice, or a person that you're involved in love. If you're involved with a King of Pentacles type figure, I feel like you're like, I don't know if this person's really going to make me happy. Or whatever this maneuver is that you're doing with your work is like, is this escapism? I would say don't worry about, I should do this or I shouldn't do that. I'm a good person if I do this, if I'm a bad person if I do that. I don't think you're usually stuck on that, Aquarius, but here's the thing. And your overall general energy for February 2023, Aquarius, you have the 8 of Pentacles, you have the Moon, and you also have the 7 of Swords, okay? So I see a lot of you putting in, once again, your opportunity to the King of Pentacles, a lot of work. Some sort of disappointment recently drives you into your work. You saying, I need to be independent, I need to be self-reliant, I need to depend on myself. So I'm actually giving you permission, partially, to use some of your disappointment and say, okay, well now I can just focus on my work. Now, you have the Moon and you have the 7 of Swords. I really feel like you are having a hard time figuring out, how do I forgive? how do I move forward in February when something recently has gone wrong for me, or some sort of value shift? For some of you, this is going to have to do with work, but for a lot of you, this does have to do with interpersonal relationship and love. I'm seeing 11:11 on the clock. A lot of you are just feeling like you don't know how to process your pain. Do I spaz out and make a rap diss track? Because that is transmutation. Do I just sit in meditation? Do I go to a therapist and cry? It's like, don't worry about it too much, because, and I don't usually say this, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you're not necessarily aware of or even prepared to swallow. So just be aware of that. Like, how much do I want to reveal? Okay, no. All right. So when it comes to what you don't see, and we're going to clarify all that to get more information. When it comes to, we're going to speed this reading up now. When it comes to what you don't see coming, you have the Magician, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and you also have the Nine of Swords here, Aquarius, when it comes to what you don't see coming. So no matter what, once again, you have the King of Pentacles opportunity, you have the Eight of Pentacles. I see a lot of you getting back to basics when it comes to you creating a life that makes you happy on your own, okay? The Magician here says you have a lot of potential with something. And with that Eight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles here, there's something that's in the works for you. This is either a career shift or a promotion that in February, with what you don't see coming, I see you really working on that more, even taking control of your mind more, because there's something recently that happened that made you feel a little bit out of control. Whatever this is, whatever this difficult situation is, you need to focus on what you can control and stop worrying about what you can't control. Because when you focus too much on the past, you get depressed. When you focus too much on the future, you get anxiety. And what I do see happening is both. I'm picking up you're not really in the present. You're in the past or the future, which are both illusions. So no wonder why you feel like this. And it's not to say that the past is an illusion, like if something bad had happened, it's not an illusion. I'm not here to be like spiritual, I'll stab you. Nothing. It's fake, Aquarius. No. Okay. But you have this Nine of Swords in what you don't see coming, and it's right below that Seven of Swords. Some of you here are going to sacrifice your peace of mind to try to work something out with someone in love, even though it is kind of like a big drama show. There's something about it that leads to your development. Once again, with the King of Pentacles being in your opportunity, Aquarius, what I am sensing by this is someone who you're connecting to in love is actually going to be good for your career for a lot of you. This person either gives you more time or they're very successful and they can help you, even though they're basically like, maybe they're just like a King of Pentacles and that's why the problem's here, because they're not emotionally available. But there is something here like that you can learn from this person, whether this is in love or this is some sort of business mentor or something. Something about, okay, but now let's go ahead and get the advice from your spirit guides. The advice from your spirit guides for February is the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and also the Queen of Wands here. So there's no real, sometimes I do it by elimination. There's no real water. There's actually no cups in this whole reading. There's 0 cups up until this point. So with that being said, it seems like you're getting your passion in order. You're dissolving some sort of stuckness and you're focused on a long-term plan, right? With the King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Magician, I see you really using your fire, some of that anger potentially of what would have happened between you and a family member or some sort of relationship, and you really choose to move in a new direction and you dissolve this stuckness. For some reason, Spirit wants you to look at this, Aquarius. But with this being the advice, focus on long-term vision and focus on your passion. And use your anger is also what I'm getting. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. And let's start clarifying some of these cards for you, Aquarius, okay? So, let's begin. Let's go ahead and, this is a big one. Because for some of you, this is an influence, but for a lot of you, this is a person. And it's an opportunity. So, okay, some of you, there's some sort of thing about, okay, I'm not going to get into that right now. Why is the King of Pentacles here in your opportunity, Aquarius? Let's go ahead and see. Why is the King of Pentacles here in your opportunity? What the hell is this? What is going on? I'm sorry, because okay, there's something that I'm trying to dig up here. The King of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Swords. That's also in your advice. The Seven of Cups and the Five of Wands. The King of Pentacles and the opportunity is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Wands. And I know what you're thinking. Well, that's not a very pleasant frequency, is it? Now, because the Eight of Swords is here in your advice, and now we're going to have to clarify this to get even more of the mystery unsolved for you for February, I can see this multiple ways. I do feel like there's some sort of benefit for you to be around this King of Pentacles figure. This is either someone that you're dating that's very successful, that can, like, through emotional osmosis, you being around them will lift you up in the financial realm. Why? Because if you hang around with 5 people that make $100,000 a year, you'll be the 6th. If you hang around with 5 people that make 50 grand a year, you'll be the 6th. So there's something about some sort of, this is either a lover or a business mentor or even a family member for some of you. There's someone here that, yes, there's some sort of thing like, there's some sort of thing that's off between you and this person, or between you and this business plan that you have. But the opportunity is almost to just say, because the Eight of, we're gonna have to see, but the Eight of Swords is some sort of thing like you're trapped with this person, or you're trapped with this business idea, or you're trapped, there's something about you being trapped in a very tricky emotional situation. That's why the Moon and the Seven of Swords is right here next to your Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands is here. There could be something here about ethics. There's something here coming up about you having questions of, am I using this person? Is this person using me? Or is that right? Is that wrong? That's what and that's why the Sun is, because, but there is an element here of you still being stuck with someone who either hurt you, or you being in a dating situation of you not giving up on it, because there is some sort of major benefit when it comes to your passion and maybe money. And some of you may be looking at that as very shallow, but at the end of the day, people are resources. Okay, and some people have a negative connotation. Oh, why would you just use someone? Well, I think you need to be conscious about it. But there's some sort of thing about a difficult, I don't know. Okay, we're going to keep going. Why is the Sun your challenge? Why do I feel like this reading is in slow mo? Like, do you realize, like, I don't know. All right, why is the Sun here in your challenge, Aquarius, for February? Just the pace of this reading, I kind of feel like I'm underwater or something. Why is the Sun here? Yeah. Okay, the Sun in your challenge is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and also the Judgment card here. Okay, well, it's interesting because the Queen of Pentacles is clearly tied up to your opportunity. The King of Pentacles either has to do with money, influence, or for a lot of you, this is a person. This is someone you're dating. Both of you have Earth in your chart sub-sign. But there's something about you know that you're playing with fire in some sort of way when it comes to an influence in your life. There's someone here that you either find them very physically attractive, or they're very financially well off, and there's a question of, well, I don't know, I don't think this is going to go anywhere long term. I don't think this is going to go anywhere long term. Now, for others of you though, what this is about is this is you not knowing, not having a lot of clarity about your job situation at all. You having fear about your money. You feeling like this is not clear. But what I would say to that is it's okay. You're in the long game. There's 2 ways to be unhappy. The first way is to not get what you want. The second way is to get what you want. And trust me, I'm almost at this phase in my life now where I need to, I'm going to be slinging leather or slinging whatever this is made of until I die with the tarot. But I'm at this point where I've gotten like basically everything that I've manifested, and it ain't what you think it is. Like, some of the happiest days of my life was when I was sleeping on my mom's floor, surfing every day, and just, you know, so it's wherever you find yourself right now, the universe wants you to be appreciative of the present moment. Because you are, what I'm getting from this is you're either in the past or in the future. And you're wondering why you're all messed up. And that's why It's important for you to stay in the present moment because you have the Holy Spirit expect miracles card, right, Aquarius? So, and forgiveness, purifying your energy, getting out of the mind, returning consciousness into the body, breathing, cold showers, something about a dopamine detox potentially for some of you. Now, let's go ahead and see why is the moon here? Because this is your overall general energy, and it's very synonymous with the sun being in your challenge. I mean, there's a lack of clarity in your life at the moment, but you're meant to be going through it. You guys notice the difference in the energy? Like, I feel like I'm almost bringing through a different beat, like, because sometimes I'm aware different beings come through when I'm channeling, and it almost feels like I'm bringing through some sort of like, hello, my name is, I don't know, it's like a different energy. Alright, enough about my energy and shit. Alright, why is the moon here? Alright, why is the moon here for Aquarius and your overall general energy for February? The moon in your overall general energy is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Four of Wands, and also the Seven of Swords again! Seven of Swords right next to it. Okay, I feel whoever this King of Pentacles person is, it's either a family member or it's a soul family member, someone that you could have had past lives with. There's really a dichotomy about, do I forgive this person or do I make them an enemy? Do I blow them up out of my life or do I like let it slide? The Seven of Swords, the Four of Wands, and also the Page of Swords. You're really unclear about someone. This is either your life in general, you're like, is this decision gonna ruin my life and scheme everything? You're just in this you know, once again, the moon and the Page of Swords, like you're going through the darkness, your subconscious mind is leaking out. Once again, and so there's something about soul, right? The Four of Wands is also a rite of passage. I'm getting so much I can't keep up with it now. There's something about the Oedipus complex, someone recently mixing up with that, but then they're part of your soul family. But then there's something about this whole thing being a rite of passage. And then there's something about this interdimensional support. And then... So, with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading, Aquarius. I think that this will be a good month for you. Focus on the long-term vision. And if you think that, why is this person still in my life? Why am I still trying to figure this out? Why do I have a lack of clarity? It's okay. You're meant to be where you're meant to be, and focus on the end goal of what you want. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading.